Hello everyone, my name is Chloe and today I am here with a brand new video. Welcome to Brunette Bibliophile, where I post bookish videos and writing content. Today I am here to do a little bit of a birthday book haul. You may have seen my birthday hangout vlog that I posted a few weeks ago featuring Kat and Desiree. I will link it in the description below if you haven't seen that. And I did haul a couple of books in that video, the ones that they gave me. But I had some other books that I had acquired previously that I still needed to haul. And I also decided that on my birthday I was going to go to the bookstore and get myself a present. So today we're talking about all of those books. I have 11 books to talk about, so let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to talk about the 3 books that I bought at Barnes & Noble on my actual birthday. The first one that I have is A Merry Little Meet Cute by Julie Murphy and Sierra Simone. Julie Murphy, I have read all of her young adult work and one of her adult books. Sierra Simone, I just recently finished the entire Priest trilogy, and this one I've had my eye on since it came out. They do have a sequel coming out. I'm not sure if it follows the same characters or different characters, but there is a sequel coming out, so I'm very excited to check out this book. I've heard a lot of good things about this one, and I'm really excited to pick it up. Next, I picked up my own copy of one of my favorite books of the entire year, which was Forget Me Not by Julie Soto. This is a book following a wedding planner and a florist who have a history together. We don't know why they broke up, and we are finding out throughout the course of the story. One of my favorite books of 2023, probably one of my favorite books of all time. Totally Adam Driver coded, in my opinion, but absolutely obsessed with this one. I'm so glad I have a finished copy. And then this last book that I picked up from that Barnes & Noble trip is kind of a surprise pickup for me, and it is Too Late by Colleen Hoover. This is a thriller that she released on Wattpad many years ago, and it has now been edited and repackaged and published, and this is called the definitive edition. I don't know what that means compared to like the original, but I've heard that this book is really fucked, and I think I'm going to try and read it as soon as possible. I was way too curious because I've read Verity before that Colleen Hoover had another book in the mystery thriller section, so I don't know. We'll see. Next, I picked up another one of my favorite books of the year, and that was My Roommate is a Vampire by Jenna Levine. I read this a few months ago, and I was also part of a blog tour where I did a whole video review of this book, so I'll link it in the description below. But I absolutely loved this book so much, and I have, not only do I have this copy, but I also have a Fairy Loot special edition ordered as well. I'm so excited for the next book that Jenna Levine is working on. This was just such a cheesy, campy book that I had such a fun time with. So these next 3 books I actually acquired right at the end of August. My Barnes & Noble closed and they reopened one of their like smaller, newer stores, and this was the first time going, and I picked up these 3 beefy books, but it is 3 books in the Hades and Persephone series by Scarlett St. Clair. So the first one is A Game of Retribution. This one I read like a month ago. And then I have A Touch of Malice, which is the 3rd one from Persephone's perspective. And then I have this chunk of a book, which is A Game of Gods, which is the 3rd and final book from Hades' perspective. I'm still working on this series. I've kind of put it on hold while A Touch of Chaos doesn't come out until March, so I'm probably going to pick these up in January, February time, but I'm so excited to read these, and I'm really excited that I got the Barnes & Noble edition of this because this is what I wanted to have the special edition of. The next book I have, I can't even tell you where I got this. I think I did this as a pre-order when Barnes & Noble had a sale many months ago, but it is Business or Pleasure by Rachel Lynn Solomon. This is her 3rd adult book that she's written, and I have a really good time with her adult romances, so I'm very excited to pick this one up. I've heard it's like awkward and sexy, and I'm totally here for it. Next, I have another pre-order that came in. I think this was one of the last ones that I'm expecting from my original Barnes & Noble pre-order but it was Of Dreams and Destiny by Sanja Menon. This is the 3rd and final book in the Rosetta Academy series, which is modern retellings of fairy tales set in a boarding school. This one is a Sleeping Beauty retelling. I would like to reread the entire series, so I'm actually prepared for this one, but it's actually pretty short. I do anticipate reading it pretty quickly, and I'm excited to see how she rounds out the whole series. And these final two books that I have are from Book of the Month from my September box. One of them was my September pick, and then the other one, you get a free add-on for your birthday month. So let's start with that one. I picked up The Wishing Game by Meg Schaffer. And this one I've kind of had my eye on since it was released on Book of the Month. I keep seeing it around, so I decided I would go ahead and pick it up. It is fairly short, but I do see a lot of recommendations of read this if you're fans of like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. So I decided to just go ahead and get it since I've been seeing it so much recently, and it was a free add-on. And then my main pick for September was You Again by Kate Goldbeck, and I've heard so many good things about this book. This is totally a fall read that I'm very excited to pick up. The colors on this cover are absolutely gorgeous, and I am so excited to read this one. That is everything that I have to haul for this little birthday book haul. Again, if you want to see a bunch of other books that I got for my birthday, check out the vlog in the description below. I hauled everything from Kat and Desiree and from our little shopping trip that day as well. So that is all I have for this video today, so thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. As always, if you like what you see here, please go ahead and click subscribe. I post new videos every week, so click subscribe so you can be updated for when I post those. Thank you all so much. I'll see you in my next one. Bye!
In the darkness, I don't feel so cold.